what is covered in this level 3 workshop. Instead of reading the website again or reading another PDF, I thought I'd give you a video curriculum for my fellow verbal processors and auditory learners. So this workshop is divided into 4 sections over 4 Saturdays, and it'll all be live and recorded. So on day 1, we're covering the advanced strategies on moving from scattered sessions to deeply specific and powerful sessions, surface level sessions to deep ancestral inner child sessions. So what we'll spend day 1 doing is advanced core issue and core goal work so that you no longer have all these powerful tools and waste the first 45 minutes of session with a client talking about all these seeming distractions. It's so often, right, that you're in a session and then with 10 minutes left, the real thing comes up. The past event comes up and you're like, we have 10 minutes left. I wish this came up in the beginning. I want every practitioner to never have that feeling again. I want you to get to that root cause within the first 15, 20 minutes of session. And you're going to learn a dozen strategies to do that on day 1. You're going to learn how to move from the scattered potential, like 100 issues a client could work on any session, to the one core issue or core goal that would leave them feeling most satisfied. Then, instead of just working on that core issue, you're going to learn strategies to move to the root cause, whether it's a childhood event, the way you learned in level 1 and 2, or if it's maybe an inherited, observed event, a womb event, or a pattern that's from an ancestor potentially. So we are going to spend scattered to specific, surface to deep, and you're really going to learn to do deep core work. So you never have to leave a session going like, oh, I could have or should have done it differently, or should I have done this? You will know how to lead a session flow from start to finish, and we'll do advanced versions of goal work so that you know exactly what a client wants to get out of it by the end of the session. So that's day 1, session flow, clarity and confidence. Day 2, which is another Saturday, a few weeks later, is our advanced trauma technique. So if you're someone who wants to work on pre-verbal memories with clients who do not feel, and you can't tell if the non-feeling is just their processing style, neurodivergence, or if it's deep dissociation, if you want to tell the difference and work with that, work with those hyper versus hypo arousal states, this day is for you. If you've ever tried to use the accredited tell the story technique, that frame by frame technique for trauma, and it doesn't work for you because your client doesn't have any neutral point. It's a trauma that when you say, well, where's the neutral point of this? There isn't one. Or you're trying to tap on a title or a distancing phrase using some of your level 1 and 2 gentle strategies, and it's not working because they keep flooding. Whether you do general or specific tapping, they're flooding. You will learn advanced trauma techniques to what I call resource your client before going in. I always tell my level 3 practitioners, you do not send a warrior into battle without their armor. Advanced trauma is not about sending them into battle. It's about resourcing, make sure they feel like a strong warrior before going into the moment so you can release without reliving traumatically. Tapping is not a form of talk therapy where you're re-traumatizing people potentially. It's a way to resource the warrior within so that they can go back maybe and relive moments from that empowered hero or shiro place. Which brings me to, we will be doing one of my favorite techniques, which is a way to contextualize the trauma in the greater hero's story. So if you are here to do the powerful trauma work, or if you've learned the hard way that even if you're doing goal work or manifestation work, trauma does come up and you want ways to release without reliving, that second day is for you on advanced trauma. You'll also be learning advanced eye movements and point theory on that day, because I just led a call where eye circles weren't helping, but we did a certain eye movement that puts the past in the past and tells the nervous system that back then helps you consolidate and store that memory. And her numbers went from 9 to 0 like that. And she's like, whoa, I never experienced such a fast shift. So that day is for you, all my Meridian junkies. The third day that we meet is inner child and ancestral. It's everyone's favorite. I shouldn't say favorite, but if you know that an adult client can feel okay about something, but their past self is still carrying the baggage, the stories, the glass ceilings of their family of origin, from the family and caregivers who raised them with limits, with coping strategies, with an imperfect past. And you want to help the inner child heal. If you want to take the stacking doll that is our client and free the little parts of self within, this day is for you. You learn to release the feelings of the inner child through the stage of development. You learn to work on those pre-verbal memories. How do you tap on a child? So often a client has a profound shift and they say something like, I wish I learned this sooner. Inner child work is through the quantum field. You get to go back and tap with that child as if it's real, and the ripple effect of healing is profound. So if you want to be able to do surrogate tapping for an inner child or infant in the womb, if you want to be able to release enmeshment or coping strategies from childhood that you picked up, not by tapping on how you feel now, but tapping and talking with that child. If you've ever learned or become fascinated with reparenting work and being able to go back and be the boundary, be the guardian, be the parent you needed and wanted to be your most empowered self, for your clients to be your most empowered self, Inner Child Work Day is for you. Okay? As children, we inherit the patterns of our past. So often a client might say, oh, how far back does this go? And they say, I was born with it. Listen to those words. I feel like I've always been that way. Listen to those words. That means they were born that way. That means this is not a pattern that started in their child or their micro or big T traumas. It started long before them, in the womb of the womb of the womb of their grandmother. How do you work on memories that are theirs? We cover how to do that. This is especially powerful empaths who I feel don't only pick up the emotions and patterns of others, but of their ancestors and carry them forward. And you are supposed to be the torchbearers who change the torch, drop the torch, and pick up a new one. So if you want to be a pattern breaker of family inherited legacies, we cover that in that day. It's a lot. Our final day, maybe I got these out of order, but inner child and inherited patterns are together. And then parts work, the parts of self. I love talking about secondary gain with my level 1 and 2 people. They always come to me and say, I want to work with secondary gain, but how do you work with it? Secondary gain is my client wants to change, or we have a big shift and then we go back to square one, or part of them resists it. We make headway, but then part of them resists it. Part of them's afraid. Part of them isn't aware of the resistance. How do I make them aware? How do I clear the resistance? Advanced secondary gain and parts work. So if you've ever followed the work of Richard Schwartz, Internal Family System, people call it IFS. If you read the book, No Bad Parts, this is my heart. This is the core of my work. I believe there are no bad parts. I believe that every part of you, whether it's an addictive part, a trust issuing part, an insecure part, a panic attack, anxious part, a part that struggles with bulimia, a part that struggles with any mental, emotional, physical, or relational pattern, is a part that is deeply trying to protect you. And we cannot try to tap it away the way you've been taught. We do not tap away parts of ourselves. Do not tap away urges and addictions. We tune in to the intent. We find the intent of that part and we carry that legacy forward and integrate. So if you want to move beyond tapping away issues as that they're bad, but you're someone who knows, trusts, and believes that every part served a purpose, and you want to integrate and honor that purpose before moving forward, because if you don't, that part will sabotage you. If you want to get rid of that internal sabotage, connect to the purpose under the part, and be a true parts work warrior with me, that is the day for you. We will be covering advanced secondary gain, working with parts of ourselves. We will do parts work. You will learn to convene and connect through Gestalt space practices like empty chair technique, inner voice, symbolic imagery. We will be able to cut cords with cord cutting ceremonies using tapping. This day's for you. Some of you found me because you've trained with me at other organizations when I was developing their energy psychology curriculum. We also go into the advanced energy psychology techniques where you can truly connect to your highest, truest self. You can blend conflicting parts of you with energy medicine and symbolic imagery. And this is the day where we move and learn to work with the very tricky topic of not an emotion that's easy to find event, but the emotion that's impossible to find event, which is uncertainty, indecision, and self-doubt, these nebulous emotions. So if you want to know how to help a client who's at a crossroads, who doesn't know the right answer for them, their relationship, their future, their career, and you want to be able to work with people on second guessing, self-doubt, uncertainty, by connecting to the parts of self that are causing the uncertainty, by working with and collaborating with the inner conflict and parts within, by connecting to the highest, truest, most clear, confident self, whether in you or your clients, this is the day for you. So that's what we're covering in level 3. Whew.